This is Brian from New Tech Cleaning Systems, and I'm here today to show you the new 2020 370 SS. For those of you in the business who have been watching and looking at these different Sapphire machines we've been building over the years, this is a fantastic unit. As my friend Rick Aranda likes to say, this is like kind of the workhorse, the little workhorse of the industry for this level of machine. It's really fantastic. For those of you who don't know, Sapphire had upgraded their heat exchanger system, and the new heat exchanger in the system puts out some heat. Very, very hot. It's fantastic, okay? As we go through these machines, in a lot of the videos I talk about fit and finish and different things like that. I mean, that's very consistent in these machines. The technology for these manufacturers has just gotten better and better and better. So we're seeing more quality, more quality, more quality as they keep coming. It's just really fantastic job they do with these things. But I want to start right out of the gate. People love these lights. You know, you turn this thing on, and of course we're shooting this video in the daylight. I'm actually going to post some pictures with these videos where we actually had the lights off, so you can kind of get a feel for what it's like at night. It really glows up. It's very impressive to a customer or someone that goes out like they do to peek at your truck when you're working and such. It's really nice, but at night you can kind of see what you're working with as far as features and so on and so forth. With installs, you know, we build these rigs for guys all over the nation. They come from all states, they come all over the place. We build these units for guys. One of the things that I think really draws people in is our very specific attention to detail. When you look at the way your vacuum hose flows to your dirty water tank, no kinks. The hose is the exact length. You know, there's different lengths of hoses that come in when we're doing repairs on units we did not build, and we say, geez, you know, they didn't take the time to trim that hose down to get the flow perfectly the way it could be or should be, right? So when people look at our installs, they say, man, that's really, really nice. And what they're really looking at is every machine is measured exactly. So it's straight, every little detail with the hoses is exact. Even our hose clamps, the way they're set, is exact, where guys aren't gonna bump and scratch themselves, but at the same time, they're super easy to access. So, you know, when you think a year down the road, 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, 8 years down the road, when we're servicing our units, they're actually, you look at your repair hours, they're actually less. The reason they're less is we've actually preset these machines up, so whether it's us or someone else who's servicing this unit down the road, it's so much easier to service. You know, when you look at battery placement or placement of machinery, they're very, very easy to service. So it's not just the initial install that's important, it's also the pre-thought out way that it's installed that gives the future of this, the owner of this truck or any of the rigs that we build, it really gives them, we set them up for success. And that's so important because down the road, they don't want to fight with their equipment. There's a lot of truck mounts that come in here that we literally have to fight with just to pull a heat exchanger or just to do a repair on something because whoever installed them hacked them all together. They're just kind of piled in together. They really didn't think it through for the long haul. And we look at this and we say to ourselves, I was actually talking to Maria right before this video saying, you know, we're only like 31 or 32 days away from our 27th year of being in this industry and building these rigs and doing what we do best. And within that 27 years, we've just gained a wealth of knowledge over the years, what guys like, what they don't like, what works, what they like but doesn't work, and we can explain to them why that might be a bad choice or a bad decision. So when we look at our rigs, when you just look at how they're laid out, how clean they are, how simplistic they are, super easy to work on, super easy to service, that brings value to this package, not just to the guy who bought this rig, but also someday he's going to sell this rig to maybe a new guy starting a business or maybe someone who needs a backup truck or whatever. And the value of that system is going to bring them a better resale value because it's laid out nice, it's laid out the right way, it's easy to service, it's easy to work on. These things become vitally important, not just now, but later. So I'm going to kind of head around the back and show you. This is in a Ford Transit van. As you can see, we've laid this out based on the way the guy wanted it. Plenty of space for CRBs, dehumidifiers, air movers, air scrubbers, whatever other things he wants to stick in there. He may come back later and say, hey, add a 3-tier shelf or what have you. a lot of times we'll encourage guys with your accessories, don't go accessory crazy day one. Because as you start using the truck, you're going to say, I wish I had this there, I wish I had this there. And they're so easy to plug and play and snap these things in the way you actually want them. So you kind of grow into the truck and it becomes fantastic. This particular guy, we had built our customer, we had built a truck for him years ago. We did custom door mounts. Now, one of the challenges with door mounts is, especially on these Ford Transits, is the real rubs on the plastic, or there's not a good way to mount them correctly. So we take these reels and the brackets that come with them, we basically toss the OEM bracket, and we actually weld up and fab our own. So it's the same style of bracket, it's the same everything, but we do some spacers behind. This is actually mounted behind the plastic door panel to the actual metal. It's metal on metal. This thing's solid as a rock. It's got its normal rail flex, but it's solid as a rock. It's actually mounted to the metal in the door. The plastic's not going anywhere. It puts no weight on the plastic. There's a spacer that we put in that's replaceable, so down the road if it starts to get sketchy or wear out a little bit, it's not a big deal. We can replace it in a few minutes. So it spins freely. It's just very heavy duty. It's not something this purchaser's ever going to have to worry about anytime in the near future. So he wanted to mount it in the doors this way to free up the maximum amount of space in the truck. Space was very important to him, so this was a great way to do this. So as you guys, whether you're a first-time buyer or whether you're someone who's building a fleet and is adding a new truck or adding a couple new trucks, we build these trucks for guys all over the country, and I'm happy to build it for you. Call us anytime. Let us listen to the things you really want in your truck, because anyone could bolt down a machine in a truck, but that's not what's going to make you successful. You really want to make sure you're matching up the right machine with the right kind of work you do, so that your bottom line is as strong as you can make it. One of the things we've been really successful with is helping people build their business, build their bottom line. You know, nobody's good to us out of business, so we really focus on making them successful. That's why no one in our company's on commission, nobody. We literally bring to the table your success, and that's what we want to put together for you. So our number is 800-435-5868, or you can check us out on our YouTube channel, which I hope you'll subscribe and like this video. Obviously, the more likes we get, then we know which videos to shoot more often. We know what you guys are really looking for. We really like to shoot these videos and put them up on YouTube so you can get ideas. There's a whole bunch of videos on our YouTubes, not only on equipment, but on chemistry, on tech support, on how to build your business. There's some great information. Our YouTube channel is New Tech Cleaning, so if you look that up on YouTube, you'll find it pretty quick. If you have any questions, again, 800-435-5868. Thanks for watching.